I'm happy to talk pre-game.
Good evening and welcome along to this live stream of Farnham Town versus Yate Town. It's another meeting between the two sides after they locked horns in the West Country a couple of weeks ago. Farnham came on top that day thanks to Ogo Obi. And now we're back at the Memorial Ground with Farnham looking to continue this rich reign of form. 4 wins on the bounce. It's really solidified their place in the playoffs and they still have at least a fighting chance of hunting down Walton and Hersham. 4 games in hand, and that fixture, of course, to come later this month. But 3 points tonight is the order of the day.
Well, Great Evans has just arrived. I've seen him, and he will be joining you for the game. I'm not up in the commentary booth, which will be to the delight of most people watching. But Great Evans will be. But yeah, it's a big 7 days for Farnham Town, really. 9 points required before we head to Walton on Saturday next week. And if we can get there, having picked up all 9 points from 9, then you really start to believe that it is possible. Obviously, that is such a big game in the context of chasing down the league, and a loss there, even drop points there, to be honest, would probably spell the end of the title race in general, let alone just for Farnham Town. But the opportunity is still there for Farnham, and that needs to be the first focus. And then after that, if things do fall away, then playoffs and coming second is going to be absolutely crucial. The second team in the league will host both the semi-final and the final if they get there, which is so important in the context of what Farnham are going to try and achieve at the end of this season, and that is promotion to Step 2.
Well, they've got 3 home games in the meantime, starting with this one tonight. There's Great Evans has now joined us. Great, how you doing?
Got in the nick of time.
So as we mentioned, Farnham did play Yate only about 10 days ago. What difference will that make in terms of how tonight will be approached? They've got that familiarity with the opponents and they got the win that time as well.
Absolutely. I think, one, we've got to speak about the game on the weekend, another win. So they'll be coming with momentum. We've got a really good squad. So, in terms of, mixing it about, people that are coming, I've seen Sam's on the bench now, so people coming raring to go and make a statement. And they'll know, you know, for example, the centre forwards going against the defenders, they'll know what their tendencies are, the mistakes they're going to make, and I think it'll be a cracking game.
Yeah, just 2 changes tonight for Farnham. It is going to be thick and fast now, this fixture schedule. We've got Jack Dean, maybe a surprise dropping down to the bench. Joe Jackson coming in for him.
I mean, big surprise. It might be just tired legs. You know, the boys obviously have to travel on Saturday, so that plays a part in it. And but Joe Jackson, you know, he is genuinely, I'm not just saying it because I'm on commentary, one of my favourite players. You know, he's composed on the ball. I'm a coach, you know, and his feet, his technical ability is outstanding. I think sometimes he can get done by being too composed, but you know, there was a part in the season where he was centre half and he was one of our best players for about a good 6 to 8 weeks. So I think he'll do really well tonight. I know John will trust him as well.
Yeah, Joe Jackson, man, you can fill in pretty much anywhere on the pitch, anywhere that's maybe not up front, but he's played left back, he's played right back, he's played plenty of games in midfield this season, which was originally what he was brought in to do a few years ago.
Absolutely. You've got the front two, Owen Dean and Adam Liddell, you know, bundles of energy. You know, Lid's just, you know, I remember when I was playing last season especially, and I'd look at him and think, what sort of fitness do I need to do to run like him, you know? He's pressure machine. I think at times, you know, he won't mind me saying this, he just rushes his work in front of goal, and I think if he just stays composed a bit, he'd get more goals. But I can see him, you know, just getting a goal from just sheer hard work, getting a little deflection, and he's one-on-one with the keeper. So really excited tonight.
Yeah, Farnham are blessed with options in attack, lots of different types of players. Obviously yourself sidelined for the time being. What's that looking like in terms of surgery or anything else?
Well, my surgery is 2 weeks tomorrow. I'm not excited about it, but I'm excited that it's finally almost over and I can start the road to recovery. I think the recovery is about 6 months, so hopefully by the mid to back end of pre-season I should be ready to go.
Did you settle on human or pig?
I actually haven't decided yet, but I think a few days before when I have my pre-op we'll go through that and stuff like that, but I will stick to the pig. We will not put any dead human bodies inside of me. I'm looking forward to starting a journey of the road to recovery and banging in goals again, you know, because I miss it. I literally put something on my Instagram story the other day of just the goal I scored against Kingstonian, and I just watched it, and sometimes, I kid you not, when I'm bored I'll literally just go on YouTube, watch highlights from last season, I think, flipping out, what a time we had, you know, so it gets me through it.
That's exactly how anyone should get through it. Look at the good times, and Farnham hoping to continue those good times this evening. They're on a run, as I mentioned, of 4 straight victories. These are 2 sides on very different runs of form. Yate were going along pretty nicely earlier in the campaign, but 4 straight defeats before this outing at Farnham.
I think they want to come here today and make it difficult. I'm not sure they'll sit deep, but they'll try and make themselves as hard to beat as possible, as most teams do.
The teams make their way out, so it is Farnham Town, it is Yate Town. It's a rematch of their contest a couple of weeks ago, which Farnham did win 1-0, and if they can get another 3 points on the board tonight, it would just claw back that deficit again to league leaders Walton and Hersham. And the lineup for Farnham is Mike Eacott in goal. A couple of changes, one of them being Joe Jackson, who comes in for Jack Dean. The rest of the back 4 remains unchanged, with Ryan Kinane, Dan Bayliss and Brandon Mason. The midfield pair is Harry Cooksley and Matt McKenzie, and then it's Daryl Sanders and the weekend's match winner Bobby Joe Taylor in behind Owen Dean and Adam Liddell, who comes in for Sam Evans.
Now, I've actually got some interesting facts. The number 9, Marlon Jackson, he actually sorted out my injury cover for my surgery. So if he ever washes back, got a lot of love for him over there.
Number 14, Joe Jackson.
Has he got many goals this season?
Number 4,
He does line up for Yate along with Aaron Sainsbury in goal, and the rest of their team is Joe Keeping, Dan Ball, Ollie Jenkins, Lloyd James, Henry Saley, Omar Taylor-Clark, Rex Mannings, Charlie Moody and Alex Mux.
On the bench for Farnham tonight, 2, Jack Dean, 9, Sam Evans, 17, Imran Uche, 18, Andronicus Georgiou, and 22.
This is one of 4 matches in the Southern Premier South this evening.
1, Aaron Sainsbury.
A couple of them already underway. Tiverton, in fact Taunton at Wimborne. That started at 7:30. We'll keep you abreast of all the scores around the grounds, but of course the only one that's really relevant at the top end of the table is is this one here. Of course, Chertsey are also chasing one of those playoff spots. Still very competitive in that pack just beneath Sholing, with 4 or 5 teams probably feeling they've still got a chance.
Yeah, no, I actually saw the shock result when Chertsey beat Bracknell on the weekend, and you know, I wasn't expecting that actually, but they've done well. And how Bracknell have climbed up the table as well from how they started, you know. I just seen that. Is it, if I'm right, you're saying that Kane has stepped down as chairman or something?
I believe so.
Wow. And is he giving it to his son?
You have to ask Harry.
Oh, right.
Ask Harry for the ins and
I
outs.
wanted shares. You know what I mean? You all want shares. I've seen KSI just bought Dagenham Redbridge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big news in non-league today.
Absolutely. Get a couple 7 days in, and I'll be gone, mate.
So we are ready to go. Farnham, of course, in claret and blue, and Yate Town in white and blue. They will shoot towards the revamped clock end in the first half.
Absolutely. Really good turnout today in midweek. Really strong side that we've put out today.
Frank Canane challenging early. Yate Town just going to try and make this as unpleasant for Farnham as they can. They look to
Great
break
ball
forward quickly with Owen Dean.
One thing that Owen's done, you know, it's particularly in the last few weeks, is he's been really positive. You know, every time he gets it, he looks to take on his man, take on the outside. His decision making to whip balls into the box has been brilliant, and he's really proven to be the full package. And his goal on the weekend from his brother and just wrapped into the far corner was outstanding. Actually replayed that goal about 5 times.
Well, the referee's let a couple of challenges go there. Does bring it back there for the foul by Harry Cook, so he wanted an early decision. Get on with it with Jackson. That's a decent delivery.
Great touch.
And Jackson with the effort. It actually comes out to Monks. And
good,
he
strong
hand.
hand.
Actually a corner for Yate Town.
Just off the stature of the players, I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know, I think it's going to be a game of duels. It's going to be a game of first and seconds, and, you know, whoever rises to that challenge will come out on top, I think. Pitch is in really good nick as well.
Pitch does look great. It's not had much action on it over the past few months. Hopefully we've got over the worst of that now.
Yeah. I mean, the sun was shining this morning, so, you know, we're hoping we get the shorts out soon.
And speaking of short, there are options short here for Yate from the corner.
Yeah, they've got 3 men in the corner.
Just a couple of decoys.
Well, hopefully they don't do Arsenal, because I'm a Chelsea fan and I'm still fuming.
They do go short in the end, looking to create a better angle. Well, they tried to work it.
Yeah, they've overplayed it there. Oh, did they? Yeah, it must be a tactic then. Definitely something on the training ground.
Okay, more direct that time, and again it's Jackson up against Canane, and he wins the header, but Canane tidies up. Now he's got Brandon Mason on the move here. There's Canane again.
Really nice and comfortable on the ball from Farnham early doors.
Now Mason, who will often look to get chalk on his boots and create those options.
You know what, I'm glad you just said that, because he's someone that he really does keep his width, you know, and that's one thing that he's really good at.
Joe Taylor couldn't quite control it, and here goes Moody. Cooksley keeping him company.
And that's what you want from your 6, you know. Cooksy's just run with him, delayed him, slowed him down, and then it's allowed us to get bodies back.
And Matt McKenzie gets it out, and
great
header.
header.
Those flick-ons all day. Here's Taylor. Dean again, Sanders screaming for it. Dean just couldn't quite work the angle to sweep it across to the number 10.
This is my 2nd season and I'm yet to see Owen Dean being beaten in a header.
Yeah, both Dean brothers very useful in the air.
Absolutely.
And by Jackson.
He does look like a real physical presence though, doesn't he? He looks like, you know, they're probably going to target him in the long balls, and, you know, I'm not sure what his hold-up play is, but just off stature alone, he looks really, really solid. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how many bodies Yate commit up along with him.
Sadie's pushing quite high at the moment. Likewise, Charlie Moody.
I think early doors, you see the difference between Joe Jackson and Jack Dean is, you know, he's, I think, you know, JJ's a bit more reserved. You know, he keeps his position. He's very good 1v1 defending, but he doesn't spring forward as much as Jack Dean. Obviously, he has not got the legs on him as Jack Dean does, but early doors, you can see that's definitely a big difference.
Here's Sanders, sight of goal.
Oh, great strike. Great strike.
He really needs a second invitation from there.
He doesn't, and he's someone that can make something out of nothing. You know, his football brain is far, far superior than most step-free players, and he is just so delightful to watch.
So promising moments for Farnham. Good tempo about the game early doors.
Absolutely, yeah, it's got some bite to it.
Yate have actually only scored a penalty in their last 4 games. They've not scored from open play in those 4 defeats. So
that definitely will be playing on their minds, and eventually, I think the longer the game goes on, they'll start to overthink their decisions, and that might play into our hands.
It's a good touch there from Mannings. He wins the free kick from Mason. They're looking for Sadie. Bayliss can just see this out. Mid-season addition for Farnham, Dan Bayliss.
He has not put, I mean, other than his debut, he's not put a foot wrong. He's been solid. He's a Rolls-Royce centre-back, and you know, he's so calm on the ball. And you know, when he doesn't play, you know, I think it was the Surrey Senior Cup against Kingstonian. I just noticed he was missing. You know, as well as we played that day, we noticed it, and his communication is brilliant. Him and Mike Ecott have just come in and just, you know, hit the ground running.
Here's Sanders. Staying tight to him there was Monks. Sanders was short of options. And Dean's going to chase that down.
I think just after, you know, the first 5 or so minutes, Farnham Town want to get the ball down and just play them off the park, because we've clearly got the better footballing team. Owendy's in.
And Dean's got options in the centre to aim at as well.
Great ball.
And Jackson. Farnham win their first corner of the night.
Well, just as I said, he hasn't got as much legs as Jack Dean, and then JJ goes bombing forward. Excellent.
Yeah, and now they'll leave him as the deepest defender, him and Mason.
Yeah.
And it'll be Bobby Joe Taylor over this set piece. And he goes short to Sanders, trying to catch Yate Town napping. And just looks to squeeze it through for Sanders again. Couldn't keep it in.
I mean, it looked like something off the training ground, but I know Jono wouldn't work on that. Surely not.
A bit of improvisation, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I think you can practice things on the training ground all you want, but you know, once it's in front of you, you know, things, you know, the picture can change.
Yate Town have settled relatively well in what is projected to be a difficult night for them. That's given away to Jackson, though. And the keeper comfortable with his feet there, Aaron Sainsbury.
Great press from Lids.
Here's Moody, and he's beaten Jackson, and now it's keeping, and he can
Ball in the
put it
box.
across, and it's not quite dealt with, and the shot is up into the air for Moody, and then Dean can flick it on. Warning sign there for Farnham.
It looks like early doors, Yate Town are just playing on the counter, you know, when they get it and then they win the ball back, they just play it wide straight away and looking to counter as quick as possible.
And they've got a goalkeeper who's very happy to come out and join in with the ball at his feet.
Absolutely.
That's nicely played out to Monks. He's got his head up and he's got 2 in the centre. In it goes now. Jackson gets an important touch on it.
Again, you can see the game plan. The gaffer would have definitely told them at every opportunity put the ball in the box. You know, that's what it seems that's going on at the minute. One thing I've noticed as well is when the ball goes over, Owen Dean is flicking at every opportunity, but sometimes just to avoid the ball coming back, you want him to almost hold it, take the pressure off the centre halves and midfielders, and then link up with Lids as well.
So he's launched into the box, and Canane gets a touch on it. It's not meaningfully cleared though. And Mason. It's a bit scrappy. Looking for keeping again. He's been heavily involved in his first 10 minutes. He's fouled by Owen Dean there.
Yeah, not necessary. He's going backwards.
Here's Jenkins. He's looking for Mannings, just too much on it. Yate will be pleased with the amount of possession they've had so far.
I was literally just about to say that, you know. I think that's something that Farnham won't be pleased with. You know, we're at home on a really nice pitch. There's no excuses today. Get the ball down, play. Can we find Bob and Daz in the pockets on a half turn and really utilise our players?
That wasn't the best kick from Ecott, and Jackson might have a dig.
Great strike.
And he tested Ecott. And they've picked up another loose ball around the area there. Farnham have got to sharpen up.
Early doors, you can see Marlon Jackson isn't interested in running behind. He's coming deep. He wants to receive the ball in between the lines and then go and cause problems.
Dean, strong there in the challenge. And now it's Matt McKenzie. Mason delivers low, looking for Adam Liddle.
I think sometimes from Brandon, you know, as much as he keeps chalk on his boots and he gets good width, I really want him to try and drive at his man and beat him, go past him, and then, you know, get to the byline and whip it in the box and feed our strikers, because he's got the pace to do it.
It's Jackson who wants it now. Harold Sanders just biding his time. Now it's Taylor who's filled in at right back. And he feeds it into Dean, whose touch is good. And Sanders making a useful run. Dean couldn't quite work out that run was happening from Sanders. Defenders swarmed around him pretty quickly. Taylor again looking for a ball through to Liddle, who will get there. Jackson and Taylor. McKenzie. Here's Liddle again.
Great touch, half volley.
Jackson.
Come out the other side now.
And Taylor. This is good, intricate play from Farnham, working it from right to left, and here is Mason.
Really utilising our 10s at the minute, getting them on the ball. They're the ones that are going to make things happen.
Mackenzie's ball.
Much better from Farnham, much better. You know, playing one or two touch football is excellent. And if they keep doing that and keep probing, chances will come. And it's just about, you know, keeping cool, calm head and taking them.
Yate did a good enough job of closing off all the shooting opportunities. It'd be difficult to do that all night long though if Farnham continue to operate in those areas.
Absolutely, but I think they still need to be wary and, you know, defending Yate Town, because if they get an early goal, the game, you know, the complex of the game changes. You know, now we have to go chasing, and then the game opens up.
Mason there doing his defensive duties and getting Sanders on his way. Now McKenzie. He's played a searching ball for Taylor here.
Great run.
Really nicely weighted ball from Mackenzie. Taylor looking to get round this man, unable to do so, gives away the free kick. That was well defended.
Yeah, it was well defended. I think you could tell that that's what he wanted to do, come on his left. And I think he should have put a little bit more disguise on it. Maybe come onto his left and then drop the shoulder, go onto his right. Because he's got the feet to do it. But it's easier said than done.
Here's Taylor Clark for Yate Town. Now looking to go direct in these instances.
Absolutely, straight into the channel.
Sadie gets the decision.
It doesn't look, I mean, like, this could come back to bang, but it doesn't look like they've got loads going forward at the minute. It just looks like if we switch off, they will take their chance, you know. So it might be one of those days where we just need to, you know, stay switched on and get the decisive early goal. Because I know when you're in a rut and you haven't won, you know, many games, you know, once you concede early, your head drops, you're completely deflated, and then the game plan changes.
Offside decision there going against the visitors. Just starting to see the influence of Bobby Joe Taylor and Daryl Sanders in this game. Farnham would love to get Cooksey more involved. Bayliss. Paul Johnson and Jimmy Hibbert just calling for a bit more urgency with the passing. Kane looks for the diagonal.
Bit too narrow, that pass.
Now it's with Mason. And Mackenzie winning it again.
And that's just what he does. Excellent at it.
Taylor. For Owen Dean. Now Jackson. Here's Cooksley and now Mackenzie with some space. He'll have a go.
Oh, it's a great strike. You can see him loading up, and he, you know, when he lets one go, he's brilliant. Excellent.
Very effortless technique, no backlift, just
had a bit of swerve on it, a bit of dip on it, just went over the bar. And that's what I like from Farnham. Went from side to side, you know, waiting for gaps to open up, and then, you know, you found Matt Mackenzie in the pocket. You just, you know, out his feet and let one fly.
Sainsbury again happy to stroll out of his box with the ball.
One thing that Jono gets us to do is he doesn't put too much pressure on allowing us to press too hard. He just wants us to keep our shape, because when we win it back, he knows we've got the energy in the legs to go forward and do damage that way.
Mackenzie. And now Ryan Kinane. Jackson pushes on. Now you're seeing Yate not really press with too much intensity either. Happy for Farnham to have it in these areas. Sanders picks it up in the centre circle. Dean couldn't make any contact with that ball forward. That's given away to Taylor though. Sanders again. Now Kinane. Cooksey. This is patient stuff from Farnham. Cooksley. Farnham's had the ball for about 90 seconds here. Bayliss looks for the brave ball and it's given away, and that's frustrating.
Absolutely. That is what will win us the game. Just keeping the ball and just, just hear instantly. I'm not sure if the mic's picked that up, but Jono is not happy.
McKenzie can finally make something happen in transition. That ricochets quite kindly for Jackson. He goes down, and it's a free kick in a promising position for Yate Town.
Yeah, he's been doing that, from the first whistle, getting it from deep and driving the ball. He's been causing problems, and we need someone. I think usually where he's a number 9 as a striker, everybody's like, well, who goes with him? And it's one of those situations.
He collects the ball very deep, does Marlon Jackson. He's not one of the contenders to take this free kick. Looks like it's going to be a left footer. It is that sort of maybe just right of centre.
I mean, a good thing is we've got a lot of height in the wall, so that should help. So hopefully we don't. I mean, if he goes underneath it, we could be in trouble, but we'll see.
It's left for Taylor Clark.
He's gone underneath it. I knew he would, yeah.
A bit too far out to try that. Keeper had enough time to.
Yeah. Excellent. I agree.
Taylor.
Great ball.
Mason. Sanders giving him the option. Sanders again. Oh, and he's just looking to squeeze it through for Mason. Looking to be brave. Trying to win it back quickly. Taylor loses out.
I do think once we go forward, it is a little bit flat. We were just missing that intensity in the final third at the minute. I'm sure it will come.
Jackson. Now Cooksley was just ahead of him from Bayliss, and Yate can break here. Body's coming forward for them. As Monks. Oh, and he had keeping with him and he ignored him. That's too heavy.
He's overhit it. Just as I said, where, Dan Bayliss so Cooksley short, it will be, anything that comes from this game will be from our own mistakes, and you've seen it from early doors.
Yeah, I've just seen a little bit of that pace and tempo that we saw in the first 10 minutes disappear a little bit.
Absolutely. I think Farnham Town are probably getting frustrated that when they did have it, nothing really come of it, and they've kind of dipped away from it. But, you just got to keep probing.
Jenkins. That's another one that's snuffed out by Farnham in midfield, and a free kick one there on the halfway line by Liddell. Cooksley looking to inject that tempo back into the game. Taylor around the corner for Dean. Gets the return. And it's just too heavy again.
Here again.
Farnham's forward players trying to be creative and make something happen like that.
I think once that first goal goes in, you'll see, the quality will shine through. The confidence will increase as well.
Another direct ball forward. And Jackson has to be mindful here. The flag's actually gone up.
It's excellent running from the centre forward. Really haven't quite worked out their formation. Have you worked out? 4-2-3-1, is it?
Yeah, it's like two wide forwards that are running the channels, and then Jackson
one that's dropping deep, yeah.
They're certainly lively, the two wide players. They've got a bit of pace on them.
Yeah. And that's why every time they win it back, that's where the first place they look, just straight in the channel to them wide players.
Taylor picks it up from Canane, gives it away. To force it there, maybe. Yate not able to keep possession. Mackenzie. Jackson to his right. Can Jackson pick out a good cross there? It goes low.
You want to stand that one up.
It's another useful ball into the channel, and they'll give chase here. Sadie. It's dealt with by Bayliss.
Excellent composure from Dan Bayliss there. You wonder how long their forwards can make those forward runs for before they, blow a gasket. Because they're running from deep as well, which, it does exert a lot of energy.
Second ball picked up by Jackson. Just settled into this pattern of defenders and midfielder exchanging passes.
If you look, Yate Town have almost got every man behind the ball. You've got one man pressing, everybody else sitting, so it will be tough to break them down.
Well, if anyone can do it, it might be this man, Daryl Sanders.
Absolutely. You just don't know what he's going to do, which is the best thing about him.
Mason gets the cross in.
Great ball.
And the touch maybe took it off.
Now you've got to be direct, Owen Dean.
He's got Sanders there with him. And he did try to stand it up.
There's no one at the back post.
Mason into Taylor first time. He's got a bit of time to get a shot away. That took a nick on the way through.
Yep. It looked like a corner to me. Maybe defected off a Farnham Town player.
Yeah, no complaints from Farnham, so presumably that was the case. Just needs something to light this game up.
Yeah, but just a bit of quality from both sides, actually.
Ball. Now Jenkins. Again, they look to those forward wide areas. That's a nice feat there from keeping. Gets away from Jackson. Touch for Marlon Jackson. And works the space for a shot. It took a nick off Canane. Could have gone anywhere off the Farnham captain.
Well, once he loaded up, I thought he was going to go for the far corner. I was a little bit nervous there. But they do drive with a lot of power, and they do get a lot of bodies forward. As much as they have a lot of bodies behind the ball, when they go forward, they do join in numbers. Let's see if they do another short corner.
Yeah, Joe keeping the Yate left back does look very useful with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, it's Sadie who comes short. Likewise, Rex Mannings, but he whips one in. That's too close to Mike Eacott. He wants to get Farnham going.
Diags on straight away to Liggs.
Sanders. Canane. Kenzie. Back to Canane. Little wants it, as does Dean. Cooksley shoved off it. Farnham keep hold of it. Here's Cooksley. Into Sanders. Gets it back from Taylor. And Sanders, well, that's another effort from distance from Farnham. This time it is a corner.
Still want a bit more bite in our passes. Like, the passes are just a bit one-paced, and you know, it's comfortable. You know, it needs to be a bit more zip in it, where it's hard for them to reshape.
Yeah, most of Farnham's attempts have come from outside the box.
But you know what? If there's one man that can put him on a sixpence, it's Bobby Joe Taylor. So, you know, there's every chance here he can find one of the big boys in there.
When he goes short again. But he does get the delivery in. It's a decent one. And it's caused havoc in there. And claims for handball, I think. And Yate have got a player down, but that was a wicked delivery from Bobby Joe Taylor.
Didn't even see it. Let's have a look at it.
Sure you see much. The only goal in the division so far is for Wimborne against Taunton. They lead 1-0 at half-time. All other games are still goalless.
He's whipped it in with pace, hasn't he? It's brilliant. Yeah, it's just clustered in there. You can't really see much. Only Farnham Town had them Premier League cameras, eh?
Jenkins into Omar Taylor-Clark. And he just tugged Sanders, and that would ordinarily be a yellow card, and the referee obliges. He's got himself caught there, the Yate midfielder.
Also, before it gets too late, big shout out to Charlie if you're watching. I know he's tuned in on the live.
So we've got about a quarter of an hour to go in this first half. Farnham would love something to show for it.
Absolutely. I know if the half-time whistle blew any minute now, I know Jono's going in there absolutely fuming. And he would probably make subs at half-time knowing him. So I think some of the boys need to really show that they're intent and that they want to win this game.
Cooksley. Canane looking for that diagonal again. Mason the target.
Great ball.
Lovely ball from Canane.
He's got to beat the first man. He's got to beat the first man. It's a great ball from Ryan Canane. You know, he has to, you know, whip it in the box. So it's an area of his game that he's got to get better at.
This time it's going to be Daryl Sanders on the corner. Looks like this will be whipped straight in. In fact, Mason does go short. Taylor's on the edge. And it's a poor delivery. Neither team making the most from their set pieces. I'm sure that's something Paul Johnson won't be happy with either. Farnham continue to probe. Canane's seeing a lot of the ball. Cooksley driving forward. Mackenzie.
Powerful from Matt Mackenzie.
And now Taylor. We know he loves to cut onto his left. This time he gets onto his right and fires it across.
Great ball.
One back by Dean. He went down.
That looks like a pen to me.
Dean battling for it. Dean going down again. This time he does get the decision, a much easier one to give when it's outside the box.
I'd love to see that back if we can, though. It looked like he might have just caught him on the line, you know, but it's a close call.
Look like one of them ones you're looking for it though.
Yeah.
Good bit of pace injected into the game from Mackenzie in the first instance. And Dean was tenacious as ever. Good work from Bobby Joe Taylor as well.
I'm not sure. It's tough, you know.
Whipped in by
Great
Taylor.
ball.
Drops here for Liddell. He goes down. No real appeals from him.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Adam Little will get up. We'll get him an extended membership at Nuffield Health to do some upper body training.
Taylor. Now Canane. Farnham have just upped it. It's another good ball. And what a touch that is from Sanders. And across for Liddell. And I think there was a crucial touch from down ball, maybe. It's a corner for Farnham.
That Ryan Canane, what a ball. Daryl Sanders done a Riyad Mahrez touch, smoothed it out, stepped past him, and I didn't see it, but you know, Adam Liddell looked like he needed to score there, but I didn't get the best view.
I think ball got the touch before it got to Liddell.
Oh, did he? Okay.
And it goes from Taylor. And Mackenzie's there.
Oh.
He hit that with pace.
Now that was worked on in training, 100%. He's felt that one as well.
Yes. Ball who... Ball who prevented Liddell from scoring a moment ago is the man down.
What a first touch from Daryl. Yeah, there's nothing he can do, but yeah, it's a great touch.
But good stuff from Farnham the last few minutes. It has taken them half an hour, but the chances are starting to come. Taking a chance there, Salisbury. Paid off. Ball played forward to Sadie.
Straight into the channel again.
Sadie gets it across, and that'll be a corner.
That's their superpower. Into the channel, winning runners, and then, you know, chances off the back of that. Let's hope Farnham Town can go man for man and pick up here.
Everyone, bar Daryl Sanders, is defending this set-piece situation. Cooksley and Mason trying to cut off the short options. Oh, and it's come all the way through, and it's in. It's the scrappiest goal you'll ever see, but Yate Town lead.
Marlon Jackson.
Goal scorer for Yate Town, number 9, Marlon Jackson.
Yeah, I did say, you know, the early goal will change the game, and it will be our mistakes. And yeah, you know, switched off, ball into the channel. They've crossed it in, and from a corner kick, sorry. And yeah, it looks like it's gone for absolutely everybody. And Marlon Jackson's tapped it in the back stick.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It's a theme of football, isn't it, at the moment? Goals like that from set pieces, but Yate Town will not be complaining one bit. Jackson claiming, I'm not sure how significant a touch there was from him, but just about enough, literally up against the post.
I think Dan gets a touch on it, it comes off the post and it hits the guy and goes back in.
Yeah, he tries to backheel it. It's unlucky. And now you've got Marlon Jackson trying to waste time. They're just trying to do a smash and grab here.
Well, just as Farnham were starting to improve as an attacking unit, Yates' job's just been made a lot easier by that set piece. And now they will look to protect that with everything they've got.
Absolutely. I mean, they were doing that before they even scored, so now it's going to be even worse.
Given away by Jackson, and the anxiety maybe starting to creep in for Farnham. Jackson too eager there, up against Taylor Clark. Extraordinary how a game can turn on such a innocuous incident.
I mean, there were signs early doors. Marlon Jackson was probably one of their bright spots, and it's no surprise he got himself on a score sheet just now. Holded the ball nicely and linked the play well. So and then again, look, one aheader. He looks like he's going to be a real problem tonight.
Well, Farnham have got problems, that's for sure. Busy schedule ahead. The last thing they wanted to do was kick the month off with drop points here, but they are staring that in the face if they can't turn this around. Plenty of time though. You mentioned Paul Johnson might be furious at half-time. I imagine he certainly will be.
I can put a lot of money. Somebody's getting taken over half-time. I just don't know who. He's ruthless, Jono, and that's why he gets the best out of everybody. I love it.
Sanders. Again, the game settles into this pattern of Yate having everyone behind the ball, and why wouldn't they? Venus assessing his options. Sadie trying to put some pressure on the Farnham centre-halves.
You can have all the ball you want, but if there's no bite in your pass, there's no intensity, it then becomes ineffective.
Swept away. Brought down by Kane.
Excellent from Ryan.
Towards Dean. Not quite controlled by Liddell that time. Here's Cooksley for Jackson.
Just from listening to the information from the bench, they want to force our players backwards. They're happy with that as long as they're playing backwards or not. In between the lines, then the job done according to their gaffer.
Sanders, Jackson's available, and he's picked out, and he gets the corner.
Well, let's hope we can do one better and match their set piece prowess.
Yeah, delivery hasn't been great up to now from dead balls. Taylor goes short again to Cooksley. And it's a high one. That might be awkward for the goalkeeper who comes and gets a touch on it. Did well, Aaron Sainsbury. Here's Mason.
Where Yate Town have a deep line, you can see Bobby Joe Taylor's looking up for a pass, but there's just not a lot of space in the back line. So the pass has got to be inch perfect. And this forcing, Farnham Town tends to drop deeper to get the ball and play in areas that they don't really want to play.
Sanders for Jackson. Now Canane. He's got space to glide into here, and he's got Liddell, who gets the shot away, and it's dragged wide.
It's positive though. It's positive. Ryan Canane. It might take him stepping in, and being an extra body in there.
Now just a couple of minutes until half time.
Yeah, I can't imagine there'll be loads of time added on.
It's given away to Sanders, and here's an opportunity maybe for Liddell and Owen Dean. Can't get it onto his right foot. Jackson. McKenzie.
It's too forced. It's forced.
Yate have given the ball away a few times in their own territory and not really been punished. That was another example. Wondered if Liddell might have got the shot away himself.
I thought, you know, go at him, take him on. Take him into the box, you know. I thought he brought it back onto his left, and I'm thinking, you know, go, yeah, keep going, drive on your left foot, give him something to think about. But you know,
great ball. Sanders into Mackenzie. Mason, will he have a go? That's a clever ball.
Oh,
Bobby Joe Taylor would feel he might have done better there.
You either score or you slide off your teammate. He's done neither.
Well, there was some nice play in there with Sanders and Mackenzie. Nobody would rather that chance fall to than Bobby Joe Taylor. An excellent goal-scoring form. He got the winner at Weymouth, of course, on Saturday.
Great finish it was, actually.
That might just allow Yate Town to see out this opening 45. 2 added minutes. Here's Canane. Cooksley. Bobby Joe Taylor. Dean's on the move. Taylor looking for him. Now it's Sanders. And Joe Jackson.
Put in the box. Oh.
Well, he tried to deliver first time, Jackson.
That just sums up our first half, to be honest.
Yeah, you can see why he took it early, but you can look foolish when it doesn't come off.
I mean, it was a little bit of a bobble, and I think then you just got to read the room in a bit and just take a touch and, you know, take it in your stride so you don't have to break it.
So Farnham have huffed and puffed, but they are going to go into this break behind to the scrappiest of goals.
My money is that he puts Sam Evans on half-time. In the clock end, and he gets a goal as well.
Here's Jackson.
So I think we are missing a bit of powerful and physical presence up there as well.
Liddell. Taylor in with his right. It's got to go in quickly if they're going to have time, Farnham. Brian Kinane. And Sanders, and that might be that. Farnham didn't get it into the box, and they do trail to that Marlon Jackson scrambled effort.
Farnham Town 0, Yate Town 1.
And, well, they've got work to do in the second half now. They've had their chances. Adam Liddell going close. Important touch from down ball to deny him. Bobby Joe Taylor had an effort just wide a few moments ago. But it is Yate Town who've made the most of what at times was a subdued first half. Great. It started off with a decent tempo in the first 10 minutes, then never really kicked on from there the game.
No, it didn't. You know, I think I knew, you know, our mistakes would be punished. You know, we started off with a lot of bite, and you was thinking, you know what, we're going to get the first goal. It didn't come, and the tempo slowed and slowed and slowed. I think we gave Yate Town time to adjust and figure out our game plan, what we was trying to do. They got comfortable and realised what they could get away with. Marlon Jackson's dropping deep, getting on a half turn. Their 2 wide players are going into channels. So yeah, we've been unstuck by our own mistakes, really.
I felt like a lot of time we were just stood watching Farnham passing it around at the back. I know that's of course because of Yate's shape, but is there anything Farnham can do to change that pattern?
So we did it towards the end, and I saw Ryan Kinane spraying Diax to Brandon, who's got a lot of space. You know, he's got chalk in his boots, as you said earlier on. And I think the next thing is Ryan or Dan Bayless stepping in. Because what's happening is Bobby Joe Taylor and Daryl Sanders are dropping deeper and doing their work in our own half where they're useless there. We don't want them there. So you want them to step up, which forces them to engage, which then creates space in behind for either Owen Dean or one of the 10s to do a deep line run. So I think everybody just needs to step up one. And eventually it forces them out to come and play, and then we have our game in our hands.
And the goal as well. I mean, it's a scrappy one, and it's awkward. Is there anything you can do from a defensive perspective to prevent that?
I mean, it's gone straight through the box, so regardless of anything, it ain't good enough. But Marlon Jackson, I'm going to text him after this, but he can't believe his luck. Dan Bayless is backheeled it onto the post, it's gone onto him. But listen, striker's in the box, right place, right time. He was there to tuck it home, and to be honest, I'm going to be completely honest. As much as I'm a player for this club, he deserved that goal. He was a threat from the start, and if it wasn't him, it would have been one of the wide players. But if anything, we'd rather this happen now, where Jonathan go in at half-time, fix a few things, make a few tweaks, make subs if he needs to. We all know from being there from as long as we have, Jono makes early subs. So if he doesn't do it now, 10 minutes in, 5 minutes in, Sam Evans will definitely come on, and then Jack Dean will come on. I guarantee you make those two subs.
And in terms of the changes, will you be thinking purely from an attacking perspective, or it has been very easy for Yate to get in behind in these channels with those long balls forward? Will he look to maybe change something from a defensive perspective to stop that happening as well?
I mean, it's tough because I think Cooks and Matt McKenzie have been our best sixes this season. They've been phenomenal, they've been consistent, they've been reliable. So if they're a bit on it, I think they'll just need a little bit of a talking to. I think a lot of it's come out wide on Joe Jackson and Brandon's side. So it might be a case where he puts Jack Dean back in his right position. He may keep Brandon there. He might take Brandon off and put Joe Jackson left back because he's a utility player. He can play anywhere. Yeah, I think he'll probably just make attacking play changes, because I think, if there have been times where we've conceded goals and whatnot, we score more than our opponent. We usually do that anyway. So I think he'll go for the kill, and getting 2 goals here, they're away from home, it'll deflate them. It will.
Will this now be viewed as win or bust? I mean, we know in terms of the title race, it's pretty much any points drop now will maybe be fatal. But even in the sort of playoff hunt, you can't be affording to drop points against, no disrespect to game, but they would look at this game and think that should be 3 points. All of these home games now we've got back to back to back will be looked at as, we can't really be dropping points there if we want to have any aspirations.
No, I completely agree with you. It is, and you know what? We went on,
What is a wired one? Yeah. Sorry about that. Did you other Nick?
I'm alive. Yeah, what were we talking about again?
This has got to be 3 points, hasn't it?
Yeah.
If it's 1-1 with 15 minutes to go, you can't be worried about the point, can you?
I mean, listen, going into the clock end with this scenario is absolutely fantastic, because the crowd will give us the energy. It is win or bust, and I think we've been on runs before. This club has a winning culture. It does. You feel it like, every game. There's never been a game where John will set us up to not lose. So, I expect nothing less, and I expect us to win the game, because they ain't played us off the park. We're losing because of our own mistakes. We're losing because we've not been hungry enough to win the game, and then when we've got into good positions, our decision making in our final third has been poor. It's been poor. Just JJ there, not taking a touch and wrapping it across. I think even Lids is one where the defender gets it. I think if he's really hungry, he gets across him and then taps it in. So little things like that we need to tidy up, and hopefully the crowd could be with us in the second half, and then I think if we get one early one, we know what we're like. We'll get the second and third. It could well be 3-4, 4-1, 5-1. I'd really put it past our boys.
We've seen lots of famous comebacks here, especially in evening games over the years, but the core of this group is broadly the same, whether it be from last season or even the season before. But Farnham have always been by far the best team in the league in those situations. This year it's different. They're the hunters rather than the hunted. Does that bring a different pressure in games, or is it very much you treat every game as its individual thing, and you're not thinking about the league table when you're on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think it's been a different pressure. I think every game we've gone to win anyway, regardless. I think the league position is slightly false because we've got 3-4 games in hand on Gloucester and Walton. So I think if we win our games in hand, we're in a strong position. And I think obviously this counts towards it. And you know we've had some massive results of late, and coming from behind to win will be another massive result. And I promise you, I do not doubt the boys. Have we been on it? No, but if anything, the first 5 minutes should show you is that we apply ourselves and I put a bit more energy in, and we can win this game.
But what's it like when you've had so many postponements, and for a lot of these players, obviously hardly any of them are full-time players. I think people don't like to hear about the sob stories of Premier League players having to play twice in a week because they expect that of a professional athlete. But for these guys, is it difficult to go twice, 3 times a week?
Very tough because they've all got day jobs. You know, some have kids, so it is very tough. We don't train as much, so in terms of a physical aspect, we're nowhere near as fit as a Premier League player. So in that aspect, it's going to be tough. So you know, I expect some of the boys to not book any holidays anytime soon because the season might run on a little bit longer than expected. But it is tough. It's tough. What's better is that the weather's starting to pick up now, so the conditions in terms of what we're playing in is a lot better. But it is tough. It really is. But the good thing is we do have a big squad. We haven't got too many injuries other than myself. So and Oggs. But I think we've definitely got the squad to cope with the demanding games.
And how well to keep everyone happy, because he has to rotate. Jack Dean coming out of the team tonight, we said it may be a surprise, but as you mentioned, rotation is probably very important with this schedule. But how was it? I mean, I doubt Jack was too happy about that. How was it managing everyone's kind of happiness and morale during those situations?
I think Jono's been quite good at that. You know, I remember in pre-season I was thinking, mate, what have you done? You know, you've got about 65 million strikers, 10 million tens. You know, like you're in big trouble. You know, I had one of my mates. He was an excellent player that I played with at Bracknell, and he messaged me and said, "Oh, great! Like, you know, any chance of come out?" I said, "Mate, we've got about 100 sixes, but you got no chance." You know, so but he has kept everybody relatively happy. But I think everybody has been given chances, and you know that most of the time he makes subs. Most of the time he makes early subs. So if you're not involved, you're going to have a chance to make an impact in the game. So it's a win-win, really. That's why I've done so well coming off the bench last season, because I knew, come 60th minutes, I'd look and I'd be like, you're right, it's go time, and I'm going to prove a point where I should start the next game. And I think if everybody has that mentality, it's a squad game. And you look at Man City over the years, they've done it time and time again. You have a look at the forward players, Alvarez, what's the fella at Barcelona? Ferran Torres. Yeah. You know, there's all Gabriel Jesus, all players that were part of the squad, and they've all got their medals. They've all, so I think as a squad, we just need to, and it is a tight-knit group as well, which also helps.
You mentioned changes, you mentioned the subs, you've mentioned Sam Evans a few times as the obvious one. Any of those other names on the bench that you think could possibly make an impact?
Well, I know Andron, he's just come back from injury, and he's one where he's desperate and chomping at the bit to prove why they brought him in and why they stayed so patient. So he'll be someone, I'm sure Darryl and Bob will be feeling their legs a little bit. So maybe 60th minute, 70th minute, get him on. He's left-footed. He can beat plays. He's got an eye for a goal. Put him on. But I will go attacking for now, truthfully. Kai Tanner, he played really well against Kingstonian. So why not chuck him in at left-back? I personally think you need a bit more energy, so going forward he might have a bit of bite to him and a bit more of a point to prove. But definitely the early changes, I would do Jack Dean and Sam Evans, 100%.
Well, let's see how we get on with the punt here. I don't think I've seen anyone hit from anywhere further back than this so far with the crossbar challenge.
Yeah, I've not seen it hit yet, actually.
I think someone's managed it from the edge of the box, but I think that's as good as it's got.
I reckon I get two. I get two, I reckon.
Well, Peter Crouch failed from everywhere, so...
He was on a jolly up that day. True. He was happy to be here.
Off the floor, out of your hands. A ping from the edge of the box to the club merchandise. 30 yards out, I put in the bar, £100 in cash I've got in my pocket, and the envelope is crumbling weekly. And then halfway line, if you're under 18, one of your friends who is nominated, he's going to have 3 bashes at the bar. Okay, Archie, are you ready? Remember, hit this one a bit harder than you think. Aim at those guys with the hats behind the goal. Be careful behind it, right? Cock in. Let's have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there we go. First time of asking. I believe that's some merch from the club shop secured.
Bit of club merch for Archie.
Well, that set a good precedent.
Archie. That's your lucky ball, mate. Take that one. Right. Let's have a countdown. Let's see if Archie can win £100 cash by a lot of sweets and lemonade with that.
So this is for £100 cash.
I'll do it rounds, mate. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You were concerned after the first one. You're
Big
pretty less
concern. When I watched the first one, clip the bar with a problem, really. He's a goalkeeper, 13 years old.
So he should have the distance.
Well, he is 13 years old, but he has walking. You know, he is going to walk away with some club merchandise, which is no bad thing. I'm actually going to go and spend the second half in the clock-in stand for the first time. All the boys in.
No, it's
No. Money's safe.
So another attempt.
Inspiring confidence there.
And, the Yate Town fans not giving him much support.
That wasn't as good as the first. Right, one more go. You got one more go. All right, here we go, clock in. Is that some more abuse?
No.
Good area in the game, not for now. Thank you very much, James. Archie well played. Clock in, let's have it out, please, for Archie!
Well, Farnham Town are back out. Paul Johnson is, at least. Looks pretty relaxed.
Doesn't look like any changes are coming. Although you have to say, if the performance levels maintain as they are for any longer than 5 or 10 minutes, those changes will probably come.
Yeah, Sam Evans, the one that you would think would be turned to first. But Kai Tanner, Jack Dean, Imran Uche and Andronikos Georgiou also available to Paul Johnson.
I'll hand back over to Gray Evans.
Yeah, I've had 3 different
As he warms up.
at different stages.
Jacket on, gloves on now.
That first half was brutal. Do you want a hot chocolate? Do you want a pork pie?
Oh, you're all over the pies now these days.
I'm back, nice and warm.
A statement from Farnham to be out way before their opposition.
No subs made.
No subs just yet.
Thank you very much.
And there has been goals in every Southern Premier South fixture around the grounds. Wimbledon still have that 1-0 lead over Taunton, Chertsey, who are chasing the playoffs, or a goal behind at home to Dorchester and Tiverton, and also trail at home to Havant and Waterlooville, who Farnham play in this time next week, after losing that reverse fixture 4-3 in somewhat controversial fashion. It's a long time ago, but not many games ago for Farnham. And what was a tricky festive period for the town, but they've recovered from it. Can they recover from this 1-goal deficit? Yate continue to make Farnham wait.
I'd love to see some footage of what Jono said to the boys at half time, because I know it would not have been nice, but hopefully it gives them the kick up the backside that they need, and they can go and attack this game head on the second half.
Yeah, they look relatively relaxed. They've been in this situation before, and they've overcome worse obstacles than this, as Yate do re-emerge. You would imagine the game plan for them won't change much. They were happy sitting with 11 behind the ball and looking to work the channels, and you'd imagine until those two wide players get tired, it'll be much more of the same.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, listen, it's an old-fashioned way saying that, you know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So they're going to just keep doing it until it doesn't work anymore.
Doesn't look like any changes for them either.
But this game will open up in the second half. I'm actually looking forward to how it's going to unfold. What is attendance so far? Anyone know?
360, I think.
Oh, nice.
Lots of traffic in the Farnham area. Our drivers 30.
Yeah, I saw about 50,000 police cars as well
Yeah.
when I was coming through. I'm not sure what that was about.
So we are back underway as Ecott goes on, and you imagine they will continue to look for Owen Dean in those situations.
First thing they do, straight into the channel.
And this time it's Marlon Jackson chasing it down. Taylor. Picked up by Taylor Clark.
So, you know, that's where I want my sixes, though. I want my sixes to be there to sweep it up. As soon as he comes into that midfield, both of them, I think it's a bit too easy from Cooks there.
Well, Lloyd James is a spare man over on this near side, but they go into the opposite channel for Rex Mannings, and he's made something out of nothing there. And, well, Jackson just looked to shimmy there, and Mackenzie read it.
You do fear the next goal.
That's a really good delivery as well.
Great delivery. That's the deliveries we should be delivering. It's not a good start from Farnham Town early doors. But again, loads of time to play.
And there's just such little room for error with that 1-0 deficit.
Absolutely. I think both centre forwards can play a little bit closer together as well, because Owen Dean, we know he wins his aerial battles, but I think Lids can't play off him because of the distance, so they are apart from each other.
So it's a free kick. And Farnham will just play it short. I think Yate were expecting a ball into the box there. Here's Cooksley. Looking for Taylor, and there's not enough on it. Farnham can't afford for this to just fall flat again.
No, definitely not.
Need to give the crowd something to sing about. And that's been missed. And Jackson's onto it, and an important touch from Mason, who lost his footing, and that meant that he was scrambling around a bit, and Yate get the throw. Jackson.
Hold up play, very impressive from Marlon Jackson.
Looking to progress into the box there, the centre forward. Here's James. Clever pass into Mannings. And just breaks down for Yate, and that's a useful ball into Liddell. If he can hold this up and wait for support.
Great feet from Adam Liddell.
They're arriving now with Liddell. Taylor. And Sanders gets the shot away.
Great finish.
Farnham Town are level.
Great finish.
Farnham Town, number 10, Daryl Sanders.
And that ball started from Cooks, put it into the channel. It was excellent. Adam Liddell's great Iniesta, great feet. You know, he's looking like prime Great Evans there. And then he's gone down the line, you know, put it into the box. Excellent for Farnham. And I did say early goal will change everything. So it looks like John knows whatever he did say is worked.
You just wondered if the chance had gone. Sanders didn't get it on his right foot initially. I thought he was going to let fly first time, and he came back onto his left.
But that's
took his time, and it worked.
That's the composure that he has. You know, he slows the game down to his pace, and a lot of players snatch at that. You know.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half for Farnham. Free kick goes against them there.
Just like I said, you know, Lids will be flying after that from his involvement in there, and you know, I think we'll end up getting 2 or 3 from now on.
Here's Marlon Jackson. Mackenzie winning it. And, well, his shoulders... he's got a problem with his shoulder here.
His shoulder is sore already. He's had a shoulder niggle from the start of the season. So that does not look good. Imran Uche will be getting warm now. Light for light replacement there.
It doesn't look too good. Just an impact injury, wasn't it, by the looks of it? Like
Yeah. I think he's had problems with his shoulder all season. So it didn't take much for him to go down there.
Looks like it's going to provide an opportunity for Farnham to just have a little chat about how they approach it from here.
The connection from Daryl Sanders on his left foot as well was brilliant. It's just past the keeper before he's even blinked.
All of the forwards were involved in the move. It's flicked on by Taylor. And Mackenzie looks like he's going to continue. Just a painful one for the midfielder, but nothing more than that.
Game's starting to heat up now.
Good win there by Owen Dean. Then steps Jackson. Here's Bayliss. Mackenzie, plenty of time and space. Looking for Taylor again. And
Excellent cover from Dan Bayliss.
Little bringing it back. Here's Taylor. Mason resting a gut.
So they hit it.
Place. Far more vocal, both sides, in the second half. And by Cooksley.
Next goal so crucial from either side. But I think it will be Farnham Town.
Mackenzie. Yate just look a little rocked after that equalizer. Here's Mason.
Now you got Dan Bayliss stepping in.
Cooksley looking for Bayliss, who's continued his run forward.
No fouls there. Excellent from Dan Bayliss, excellent. Just creating another body in there, something to think about.
Cooksley driving forward.
Great feet from Harry Cooksley.
Can finish it off with the pass. And here come Yate. Jackson had to help it on first time. Had more time than he realised. Cooksley gives it away to Jackson again. And that's through for Mannings. And it's Jackson. His shot's deflected and Eacott was scrambling, always going wide.
Strong run of the ball, Marlon Jackson. He lost it, won it, intercepted it back. and good little counter from Yate Town.
Yeah, Farnham had just pushed higher up, and that allowed Yate in behind. Yeah, starting to take their time a little bit over these set pieces, Yate. Take a little bit of the sting out of the game. They go short again. And it just means they have a hard time getting the cross in. They'll get another go, but baffled as to why they keep going short. They've already scored from a corner into the box.
Yeah, let's hope we've learned from our mistakes.
Whipped in this time. Not dealt with convincingly. It missed the first man. I think there's going to be some punishment here for time wasting. Eh? Mason on by Liddell, picked up by Sanders. Oh, just looking to feed that into Taylor's path. McKenzie. And now Taylor. Darryl Sanders got up his sleeve here. Just defended well in the end.
Excellent from Ryan Kinane. Sniffed out the danger. Great header.
Given away. Here's Omar Taylor-Clark. He's looking for the run of Mannings. Brandon Mason did enough. Jenkins. Taylor-Clark. Jenkins, who was put just a moment ago. Jenkins again. Farnham yet to turn to their bench. Just wondered if Jack Dean might have been coming up.
Yeah, we've seen Jack Dean. You can see Jimmy speaking to someone there, so he's probably giving them their set-piece duties.
That's nicely worked into Jackson. And it ricocheted.
It's a clever one round the corner from Marlon Jackson.
So we are going to see the first change, and it is Jack Dean.
Substitution for Farnham Town. Coming off number 21, Matt McKenzie.
So Matt McKenzie, perhaps that shoulder just too much of a concern for him.
Yeah, so what will happen now, JJ will go into the 6. And then Jack Dean will go in his position at right back.
Just creates another outlet for Farnham Town.
Yeah, so JJ likes to step in, so this will definitely help us. He's comfortable on the ball, he passes forward, so definitely.
On by Mason, and swipe by Jackson. Here's Lloyd James. Bayliss gets up and then hacks it out. Jackson colliding with Bayliss. Just did enough to put him off.
Proper physical presence up there. Farnham Town have dealt with him so well in the second half.
Cooksley spreads the play. Here's the first involvement for Jack Dean. Looking for Liddell. Bayliss stepping in again. And he gets a decision.
I wasn't sure there was too much in that, you know.
No, there's no real appeal from Bayliss.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. He did put him off balance a little bit, but...
Cooksley. Kane wants an option. Now Mason. Just not quite finding Sanders with that one. Bayliss again stepping in. Here's Owen Dean. It's nice footwork from Dean. Looking for the return. Worked across to Ollie Jenkins.
Excellent running from Bobby Joe Taylor.
Bayliss had more time than he realised that time, and the flag has stayed down here. It looked close, and Kanane denying Sadie.
They do look dangerous on the counter. They really, really do. And I think, you know, if we're not careful, they'll get that next one. And that's when the game really does change.
Yeah, they've responded well in these last few minutes, Yate Town. Just wondered if that equaliser might have knocked them back, but after a brief period of Farnham being on top, seeing a more even contest now. Right, the goalkeeper took a chance there, and is he going to pay the ultimate price?
Oh.
Not quite.
Liddell's dared to be great, but he just put too much on it.
He had to take it first time, didn't he?
Yeah. I think if he was going to do it, he had to take it first time, but I think he's just a bit more technique on it, I think. This was always rising. You kind of want to drop it so it bounces into the goal. But you know what? If he scores, we will say he's a genius. A few times last season in that end, Sammy Desancroix had a few.
Yes. Your pitching wedge.
Yeah.
This time, they were just using his body to try and fend off Taylor Clark. Here's Bobby Joe Taylor. And here's Daryl Sanders. On his left again.
Oh.
And Owen Dean here.
Oh, it's a great ball across the box. He's done well. He's beat him right to left step over, gone out on his left foot, flashed it across the box. Some second half, Darren Sanders is having.
Oh, we've got a really intriguing climax on our hands here. Both teams showing some promise. I think Daryl Sanders maybe wanted a number 9 to be on the end of that.
No, I don't blame him. You know, he's done everything right there. He's done everything you want from a 10. He's creative, he's committed players. He's put a perfect ball across the box. And really, you know, his bread and butter is assist. You know, he's got an assist bonus, I'm sure. He's got a little negotiation going on, so he'll be fuming he's not wrapped up a few pounds there.
Mason. Harry Cooksley. Kane giving it away. And here's Jackson. Bayless trying to stay as tight as he can to Marlon Jackson these last few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, he's been their danger man. You know, he's dropping deep. It's an awkward one. He's like a false nine, if you want to call it. And he's protected the ball really, really well. I think the more we press them, the more they're going to make mistakes. You see that early doors.
Again, no flag. Mannings. Mason stepped in. And here's Owen Dean. Sanders lets it run. Here's Liddell. In by Mason. And up goes Dean!
Great header, great cross.
Goal scorer for Farnham Town, number 7, Owen Dean.
I mean, we spoke about in the first half about how unimpressed I was with, Brandon Mason's delivery, and he's put one on the money there. Absolute. And the leap on Owen Dean, head it down, it's brilliant. And I did say, if we get the first one, we'll get the second, and I think it'll be 3, 4 or 5. I really do. And it's from that press as well. We're pressing high, winning the ball back, and then the decision making in the final third, which was poor in the first half, is come up trumps now.
Farnham have been clinical here, but Yate have given the ball away countless times. They'll be disappointed with themselves. They've not protected the ball better. Farnham won't complain, and as you say, Owen Dean, what a leap on him.
Brad!
So Farnham have completed the comeback. There's still 25 minutes to go, though. That might not be the end of the drama.
I think another one, we need another one just to, take the sting out of them, and it really just kills their hopes of getting anything out of this game today.
Yeah, it was Ronaldo-esque, the leap from Owen Dean. Cooksley. Yes, Owen Dean, he's looking for. This is a really awkward one to defend. Sanders. Liddell goes up. Here's Sanders. Here's Taylor. Clever idea. And they all want a piece of the action up front now with the goal contributions.
I mean, you can see immediately Sam Evans warming up. I think he'll be the first, he'll be the second change to be made.
Well, what have Yate got in response?
They're not a bad side, they're not. I'm not sure if we're making them look better, or it's the first time I've watched them play live, and they're not bad. They're not bad at all. And they're still dangerous, so we need to stay switched on.
Away by Cooksley. As far as James.
But the best thing about this is now Yate are desperate to get something out of this game. The game will open up because they now have to go for it, and that will open the game up for our players to stretch the pitch. But it was so crucial that we got that second goal.
Given away again. This time to Owen Dean. Liddell getting there. Going down.
I think he was never getting to that ball. Was a bit loose there.
Yeah, you've just got to be more tidy on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
They do gain territory with that ball forward. And it's Farnham's turn to have everyone behind the ball. Middle chases down Jenkins. Decent ball. Not quite kept alive though by Sadie. Farnham can hang on to this. This would put them 3 points behind Poole with 4 games in hand on them. They'd be 6 behind Gloucester with 4 games in hand on them. And they would be 15 behind Walton and Hersham with 3 in hand on them. Plus they go to Walton and Hersham in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's a massive result, this. Massive result just to keep the momentum. And like I said, there's not a lot of room for error at the minute.
Here's Jack Dean. Into Jackson. That's pushed out. Good crossing position.
Great ball. Oh.
Farnham bodies swarming forward at every opportunity, even with that goal advantage.
It's not in our nature to kind of try and see games out. You know, we just want to go and get the next goal.
Not Canane's best clearance. Get to see Yate Town turn to their bench. Mason's touch. And then out by Ryan Canane. And here's Owen Dean.
Just wasn't on, that was forced.
Jackson looks to just thread that through in a tight space. Here's Liddell.
Bad, a great ball.
He's offside.
Oh, was he? I don't think he was, you know. Because he didn't run, he kind of stayed still. It's a great ball from Lids, though, nevertheless.
They've nicked it again. Jackson getting in there.
It's got a load of changes coming in.
Looks like Yate Town are preparing some action. So they look to try and salvage something from this. Here's Daryl Sanders. Can Farnham put it out of sight? Sanders keeps going. Didn't have anyone to his right. I think that's what he was looking for.
Looked like he was trying to load up a shot. He's going to get booked. Definitely, referee's gone into his pocket. It's called a Murray. He's definitely seen him on the island. Defo follows him on the gram.
Probably the easiest yellow card decision he'll have all year as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Launched by James. Here's Taylor. Out by Dean, and Paul Johnson's going to bring Sam Evans into the picture.
Substitution now for Farnham Town. Coming off number 20, Adam Liddell.
So no goal for Liddell tonight, but he applauds the clock end, and that's his
And coming on is number 9,
night's work
Sam
over.
Evans. Substitutions for Yate Town, going off number 11, Rex Mannings, replaced by 20, Corey Evans. And also coming off 17, Alex Monks, replaced by 12, Jacob Batt. And lastly, also coming off 6, Lloyd James, replaced by number 10, James Ollis.
No, I'm no Mystic Mac, but it smells of a Sam Evans goal. You know, the last time he was on this pitch, he scored 4. The game's quite open, and I know they cannot handle his running in behind. So, you know, I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie Jenkins there, number 5 for Yate. Not the biggest physical presence for Evans to play against.
Yeah, no, listen, if I was him, that's who I play against. I'd back into him, feel him out, and you know, see if you can get the better of him.
On by Dean. Now Taylor. And Sanders is going to try and spread the play and give him an option out wide. Likewise, Mason. And that was a really important intervention from James Taylor, who's just come on. Here's Mason.
JJ will find Bobby Joe Taylor straight away.
Jackson slotted in seamlessly into midfield. Taylor puts one in the end. And the touch from Dean was beyond Evans. Cooksley. And here is Evans. Into Jackson. He's got 2 men on him.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. He didn't even check his shoulders. He just, you know, he's so comfortable on the ball.
Dean.
JJ's
Jackson.
been excellent this
There's
second
an overlapping run.
Oh. I looked like he caught it. Like he double dribbled.
Referee not interested. Mason trying to keep his challenge legal.
I'm not sure about that, ref. Yeah. I'm not sure. It's 50-50 there. He's definitely rage baiting.
Handball decision. Definitely questionable.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. He's got to do better there.
Wimborne have beaten Taunton 1-0. Chertsey a level now against Dorchester. 15 minutes to go there. And Havant still lead at Tiverton. As each of the games moves into the final quarter of an hour. And Yate Town have... Well, they've not created too much since going behind. Still competitive in this game, but not giving Farnham's defence too much to think about. Various tactical discussions going on down there.
Yeah, I think Farnham will, how football can change, you know, they'll be delighted for where they are in the game, and they want to see this through now.
Goals from Daryl
Just over 10
Sanders
to go.
and Owen Dean, the difference. Sanders and Dean, the old guard, still winning games for Farnham Town. Going to be launched forward here by Jenkins. Not dealt with initially, was allowed to bounce. Dean can find Owen Dean here, who springs straight up after the challenge. Taylor into Evans.
Excellent from
Gets the
Sam.
return. Couldn't release the ball. And Yate have it back. Jackson couldn't bring that in.
The longer it stays 2-1 to Farnham, the more dangerous it gets, in these last 10 minutes, because Marlow have showed that they've punished they've punished our mistakes. You got Imran Uche getting ready. He's composed on the ball, physical presence, and I think it'll help shut them out as well, which is a really good tactical change from Jono.
Mason. Drifting inside and losing the ball. Here's Taylor. Worked out to the left-hand side now for Yate Town. Showed too much to Jackson.
Just play that channel ball, Owen Dean is gone. You don't want to release the pressure, get it up the pitch and let us get up. We've got to make better decisions instead of trying to dribble with the ball. And it's getting stuck in how slow the pitch is a little bit as well. Don't think it's the pitch to be dribbling. It's still in good nick, but it's not a dribbling pitch.
Substitution for Farnham Town. Coming off number 10, Daryl Sanders.
Again, we're going to see both teams make changes here.
Coming on is number 17, Imran Uche. Change for Yate Town, coming off number 3, Joe Keeping. Replaced by 19, Supern Obieri. And also coming off number 9, Marlon Jackson. For number 10, James Ollis.
So I think now what will happen is he's gone to a 4-3-3. I think Bob is going to play out wide left. Imran's going to go and they're going to do 3 midfielders, so almost sitting midfielders, and just shore it up in there. So there will be no number 10s, I don't think.
8 minutes of normal time remain. Did just have a bit of an injury stoppage, so...
We've got Sam Evans in the middle, Owen Dean to the right, and Bobby Joe Taylor to the left. Not bad front three, is it?
No. Plenty of pedigree. It's won by Canane, but it will come for Ollis, substitute. Jack Dean stopping the ball going through. Owen Dean, if he could have just controlled that, it was awkward. James with the run. Obviously happy to win the throw.
Got to get better at spinning it into the channel. Honestly, he's going to save us a lot more, relieve a lot more pressure of us. If Bobby Joe Taylor keeps his width and we scan better, he could be in there. Got acres of space.
Jackson. Oh, had to get that touch right. Clock's just winding down here, which is all Farnham want.
Not too many interruptions, so there shouldn't be too much added when it does come around to that time.
Evans. Not as far as Jackson. Just felt slightest contact and went over. Farnham in no hurry. Cooksley standing over it. Canane and Bayliss have gone forward, as has Jack Dean. They go short to Taylor. Well, that's a waste. Canane's out of position. Fortunately, Mason won the header. There's Sadie. Taylor Clark. Decent ball. Decent first touch as well.
Great defender from Farnham Town. There's Joe Jackson back there.
Yeah, we move into the last 5 minutes. It's still precarious for Farnham. Any lapse in concentration, and this lead that they've found their way into could soon evaporate. Just that quick burst at the start of the second half is what looks like it's won it for them, but there's been some scrappy moments in and around it.
Yeah, absolutely there has been. I think Yate will be disappointed about the times they've been in our half and they've not made the most of their opportunities. I think the decision making has not been great. It's kind of like they turned into us in the second half, actually, from what we was in the first half. But I might have spoken too soon.
Okay, went down to head that. Bobby Airy. Uche tracking him and fouling him.
Sure, it's soft, ref. It's soft, ref.
Well, they'll all come forward now, Yate Town.
Oh, you Yate Town in disguise.
Free kick out of absolutely nothing.
And it's in a good position as well.
Shaping up to cross this. Only Cooksley and Bobby Joe Taylor in the wall for Farnham Town. Goes for goal. Corey Evans not troubling Mike
Yeah,
Eacock.
from that far out, I think you might want to put it in a box and, great ball from Mike Eacock. Great ball from Mike Eacock.
Dean nods it down. And he just tried to get it across for Taylor. Jackson's header is out of play. We are in the last few minutes here. Forward by Sainsbury. First ball won by Canane, but it's collected here by Evans. Oh, Mason buys a free kick.
Yeah, he's done awfully well. I thought for a minute he was going to let it go out, and then he's changed his mind last minute. He knew, the bounce killed it, and excellent from him.
Farnham Town closing in on an important victory. Chertsey have taken the lead against Dorchester. That would be key for them as well in their playoff push. Here's Taylor, he's offside. Forward it goes. Here's James Taylor. Sees that out. And by Taylor Clark. Uche can sweep this away. Doesn't get much on it, but it gets through to Evans. Cooksley looking to find Evans again. It's all a bit frantic out there. Launched by Dan Ball this time. That's a useful one. And Farnham are making a bit of a meal of getting it away. Oh, and Evans.
He's in.
Oh, he just couldn't quite get it under control. Down ball came away with it. Couldn't find James Taylor. Well, all eyes on the fourth official now. Jenkins with the throw away by Bayliss in time for Bobby Joe Taylor. He finds Owen Dean. Can he buy Farnham some time?
Owen Dean, he spun him.
Into Evans. And Sam Evans
he's got to do better
Bobby Joe
there.
Taylor short. He gives away the free kick. We are moving into 5 added minutes. Taylor's going to be booked for kicking the ball away there.
First touch, Sam let him down. You know, it's gone behind him, and then he's had to chase back, and then they've got back. He wanted to get it in his path, and you know, he's in the box and have a shot. But excellent work from Owen Dean down the flanks.
Here's Jack Dean. Little into Cooksley, and Owen Dean's got Akers here.
He's 1v1. Oh.
He sells Evans short. They're all guilty of it. Uche with the intervention. Well, it's not always been pretty, but Farnham are 3.5 minutes away from seeing this victory out as Evans holds it up in the corner. And he'll take that all day long.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing out the game, really good game management here from Farnham Town. Dying minutes.
Into Evans again. Now Jackson's turn to keep hold of it. This is where Farnham wants it. And they get the free kick.
Excellent from Farnham Town. Absolutely brilliant. This is what you need. Take the pressure off the back line, allow them to rest, and just keep them in their half for as long as possible. Keep them pinned in.
Should only be 2.5 minutes remaining. And they're going to try and keep it exactly where it is now. Sam Evans, the best man for the job. Goal kick though.
Yeah, this will absolutely be launched by their goalkeeper.
Canane gets up. Taylor might be onto this. Owen Dean might be onto it. He is! And Owen Dean!
Yes, great goal, Owen Dean.
Goal scorer for Farnham Town, number 7, Owen Dean!
Game, set, match. Chase the lost cause, press the keeper, scissor kick into the goal. Job's a good one.
Well, that's rubber stamped it. Farnham have been the better side in the second half, and Owen Dean has scored 2 important goals in this push for promotion.
And that started from Ryan Canane's bullet of a header. You know, it's dropped all the way over the defenders, and they've not really known what to do with it. Hesitation at the back, and Owen Dean does what he does. He's braced today and he's punished. And he's been excellent tonight.
Yeah, 2 very different goals, but both classic Owen Dean goals, really.
Now, I'm no Mystic Mac, but I did say we'd go on to get 2 or 3. You know, I know my team.
And he's going to
Substitutions for Farnham
get
Town,
the
number 7, Owen Dean,
applause.
replaced by number 22, Kai Tanner.
He's going to get his moment here, Owen Dean.
Man of the moment, my man of the match today. Excellent, Owen Dean.
Also coming off, number 16, Bobby Joe Taylor. replaced by number 18, Androcus Georgiou.
Farnham fans teasing the Yate Town fans. Probably Joe Taylor doesn't want to take too long here. He has been booked for kicking the ball away. Doesn't want another offence to his name. Kicking the ball away, I think. Another 95 minutes are up. And Farnham Town are heading for 5 straight victories. This rich vein of form goes on. And they'll carry it into another big game at home this weekend. First of a triple header, this is Georgiou. Now Jackson. Hanwell Town, the visitors here on Saturday, then it's Havant and Waterlooville. Before that, huge game at Walton and Hersham. This is the perfect way for Farnham to kick off a busy March. Looked like it might have been a struggle for them tonight, conceding that scruffy set-piece goal, but they've responded.
Great second half from Farnham Town.
Luce was too strong.
Can't be long now left.
Here's Evans.
Got to spin him.
Tanner. Still we go on.
It's just pinball in there.
Ball's bouncing around all over the place.
Yeah, everything's getting blocked.
Surely this will be the last action.
Hopefully, because it's absolutely chapping.
In it comes, one last delivery. And the free kick goes Farnham's way. And that's that. Well, it wasn't always easy, it wasn't always pretty, but Daryl Sanders and then 2 from Owen Dean have ensured that Farnham Town take all 3 points. They beat Yate Town by 3-1. Thoughts?
Excellent second half. The boys responded. You know, some great goals, and Owen Dean is all I've got to say.
Owen Dean is all we have to say, and Farnham Town have won 5 in a row. They continue their push for the playoffs and perhaps even more, who knows. And thank you very much for joining us on YouTube. The journey continues on Saturday at home to Hanwell Town, and we'll see you next week for the stream against Havant and Waterlooville. See you later.